Today I want to talk about adaptive versus maladaptive functions of DID. The book I'm reading out of, I will take a picture of it and link it here so you can see what I'm reading out of. Some dissociators have parts that are especially skilled at creating these states whenever another part becomes self-destructive, which prevents the self-destructive state from acting out in a dangerous way. Numbing can serve as a way of self-soothing, but it is certainly not the only way. With DID, fairly benign situations can be experienced as life-threatening due to the flashbacks that can occur. In childhood, the individual with DID experienced high levels of trauma to survive. She had to invent ways of comforting herself that would not attract a lot of attention from abusers. Self-soothing may take different places in their life, such as rocking, sleeping, or even have internal conversations among parts. Numbing is a more extreme example that can be especially helpful during abuse because it can assist the child to retreat internally and not reveal her fear. Now, when the child has grown up, self-soothing might take on a simpler form or more adult forms such as overeating or alcohol, drug abuse, etc. Numbing can certainly occur through their behaviors, but dissociators are also adaptive at going into trance-like states that allow them to turn the world off, at least momentarily. Managing emotions. There are two primary reasons individuals with DID feel overwhelmed by their feelings. One is that they experience overwhelming feelings as a result of trauma, and their developing brains were not able to cope with the stimuli as adults. They may still suffer from PTSD symptoms. Another common experience is that parts were created to deal with various emotions. In fact, it is even common for these parts to be named for specific emotions. Now, as adults, they may continue to regulate the expression of those emotions to particular parts because it feels too overwhelming to deal with them in any other way. If today's sadness is carried by a child ego state answering to the name of, say, sad or the hurt one, problems are bound to follow. First, the child alter will be trying to manage an adult emotion or situation that she will not be equipped to handle. Second, the child alter who is stuck in a time or operating in concrete thought will be approaching both the problem and the solution through a child's eyes. Third, the strong emotion might be triggered for the child ego state, causing her to react as though she is in extreme danger rather than experiencing a feeling called sadness. This example shows why learning to manage emotions effectively is an essential therapy goal for all those suffering from DID. Performing daily roles and functions. Alters may have also been developed to deal with various functions in life. Maybe one part goes to work, another part does the parenting, and another fulfills social obligations. Because parts are compartmentalized, it makes sense that they would want to function in the world in a compartmentalized fashion as well. Someone with DID, compartmentalizing can be an excellent way of performing roles efficiently and with minimal amount of stress. In fact, dissociators are sometimes able to accomplish more than others who are integrated because of this ability to compartmentalize. Some people even report being able to do more than one task at a time because different parts are able to focus on different tasks. Now I have here, it's called Questions for Reflection for those who experience disassociation, and there's 4 things here I'm going to read. Number 1, how has DID been adaptive in your life? Make a list of specific ways that DID has helped you to survive. In what ways has DID become maladaptive in your life? List specific problems you deal with as a result of being a person with DID. Number 2, what role does disassociation play in your life at this particular point in time? What keeps you from functioning effectively? Number 3, who knows that you have DID? How can you get support from these people? Make a list of their names and phone numbers and keep a copy with you in case of an emergency. Number 4, when thinking about the adaptive function of DIDs, some people find it helpful to list internal parts and describe their function or roles. You might want to do that here. So when you make that list that I just read 1 through 4, it could be very helpful in therapy as well. If you fill something like that out, take it in, express yourself, talk about it. And I hope you found this piece of this book useful. And I don't know, I just seem to, I love this book. It's a great book. I'm going to leave a little picture here of it on my shoulder so you can see it. And I hope you found this useful, and you're more than welcome to use this in your therapy setting at any point in time or for home use. Loves. Bye.